Welcome back, viewers and subscribers. In this video, we're going to talk about Mr. CMR from the Carter family because Mr. Vegas is blasting him. Vegas is calling CMR a darn liar because Vegas is saying what is now in the court documents that has been revealed, that's not what CMR told him, and as such, he's a damn liar. No. Also, I'm going to ask you guys, I need someone to send me that court document because I see it. The print is too fine. I see people reading it, so I know that someone has enlarged that print and I want that court document so I can read it. I know what it says. I know what it entails because I've been listening to creators over on TikTok reading it. I'm also seeking a permission from one particular creator to use her clip, okay? Because I believe that little girl. And to back up let me say this. I'm going to share the clip from Mr. Vegas, but I'm just saying, I believe that little girl. That little girl has always been someone who I admire. If you have been following the Carter family and you know that little girl, you know that she's highly intelligent and you can just see a special anointing on that little girl. And based on what Mr. Vegas, I believe that what Mr. Vegas is saying, CMR told him. And when you listen to the court document and when you read the court document, you can see that the child was tactful in her decision. You can see that the child was calculated in her decision by trying to get an adult to diffuse the situation. The child is saying, he did it 3 times and she doesn't want him to do it again. No, I also, what I'm going to say is this to CMR. Kudos to you for pulling yourself back. Yes, I'm going to say that. I've heard a lot of people saying that they don't want to believe that he did this. I believe the child. It's nothing personal. I believe that children should be protected. Every time that child speaks, I listen. And you can tell when there's something special about a child. Every child is special, but there are times when everyone, they have that special glow that you can detect. And Chris's daughter, this daughter, she has it. So when she speaks, it draws your attention. She is very articulate. And when she talks about, he basically came into the room to wake her up, then lift her out of the bed. He touched, her upper female area, not below the navel, but the upper female area while the top was still on. He then lifted her off the floor and pulled her pants down and he pulled it back up. And she's saying that it happened 3 times. And that's why I want to say, it's good that you were able to hold yourself back. And that is not something that I see a lot of people addressing. What he did was wrong, but I'm also happy that he didn't take it any further based on the allegations that have been made in the court documents, because that girl would have been seriously traumatized. Her entire life would have been ruined. But I want to play this clip for you guys from Mr. Vegas, a dancehall artist in Jamaica, saying that CMR told him a completely different version from what is in the court documents. As a matter of fact, CMR told him, gave him the story that made it seem as though it was a sleepover and it was one of her friend who caused that mischief and all of that. So let's take a look at this clip together and then I'll get back with the rest of my commentary.
Whether you're found guilty, them find you guilty, yes or no, you are a pathological liar. Based on the police report and where you tell me. What you told me, you say the little girl, the mother, reported to the police. I know that the police reporter said. You say the mother is a Trini. And the little girl sleep over your house. And you went to wake her up. And you touch her upon her shoulder and say, get up, time to school. You told me that your stepdaughter was already up playing with her iPad on the bed. You told me that your wife had to download the footage them that you had to show that you are innocent and take it to the court And that is how you got bail. You told me that they didn't even put a bangle on you. They never put no monitor on you, no bracelet, excuse me. Because the judge said, why is it that the mother is saying one thing and the child is saying something else? You said the child said. So you tell me now. You said the child said to the court or in her report that she never said you touch her upon her breast. And the mother says so. You're very dangerous, brother, if what this police report is saying is what actually the child reported.
So guys, there you have it. Mr. Vegas blasting CMR, Cushane Carter from the Carter family. Mr. Vegas is saying, no sir, you did not tell me these things. You told me something completely different, because the court document is out now, as I've said to you guys. And again, let me beg again. If someone has a court document where the letters are bold, because the version that I have, it's extremely fine print. I can't see that. So if someone has zoomed in and, are able to bring up that court document with a decent print, then please send it to me via Instagram at StarFlamesTV. So, as I was saying, as you guys can listen from Mr. Vegas, evidently Mr. Vegas is disappointed that now the court document is out. He can see, point by point what the young lady said she experienced from her stepfather, allegedly, right? And because Mr. Vegas is saying he had a discussion with CMR told him something completely different. But you would understand why CMR would say something different, because no one is going to say, I actually touched my stepdaughter inappropriately. If they did, no one is going to, tell their colleague that. So, it's sad. It's disgusting. I think it is twisted. And now, a lot of people on social media empathizes with what is happening with the family. Many people are also blaming the mom because, you know what? I'm going to keep it real every time. People have been telling the mom, your husband is looking at your daughter inappropriately. Yes. There are so many videos that they've done and people have been commenting it on her channel, and people are talking about that on TikTok. Now people are also talking about it on Facebook, and as such, they're seeing the mom as an enabler, right? No. I'm going to say honestly, it would give the sense that the mom is an enabler because, of how everything played out. But even though there's a court document, I'm going to say we really don't have all the answers to what happened, right? Also, what I find, to be really sad and really unfortunate, and at the same time, again, smart and tactful, is the little girl saying that, she just wanted to get an adult to basically diffuse the situation because she has observed the stepfather abusing the mom. You know how sad that is? Do you know how sad that is? But luckily, that little girl is hella smart. No, guys, in cases such as these, child molestation, the man is on file already for abusing his wife, because that court document, I can see that one clear as day. He's on file for abusing his wife. So the court is going to be hard on him. And also based on what Mr. Vegas is saying, CMR is changing his story. So if he tries to pull a stunt like that with the court, you best believe the court knows how to detect these people and how they pivot with their lies. If CMR tries that, you best believe he's going to do time behind bars, and after serving time behind bars, he will be deported back to Jamaica, which should happen, providing that the allegations are factual. And I'm going to go on record to say, I believe the little girl. I'm not going to be like social media and say, oh, I don't know what to believe. I believe the child. Encourage kids to step forward and speak up. Stop saying you don't know if it is true. That little girl has no reason to lie on her stepfather. Absolutely none. Unless it's a case where it was orchestrated by the mom because the mom want to get away from the husband. And that is the best plan that they all could cook up to get away from him. And I don't see the mom being so sinister. Okay. I really can't see her being so sinister. People say that, she knew what was going on and she is an enabler. I really can't see her doing that either. And it's not that I'm defending her, but I can't see a mom, knowing that someone is about to, or someone is slowly grooming their child and not, intervening and moving, taking actions to protect the child. Again, we don't have all the answers to what happened, but on record, I'm going to say I believe that little girl wholeheartedly. And I do hope that she gets the justice that she deserves, because when kids have these experiences, if they're not addressed, it changes their life path tremendously. They end up becoming addicts, prostitutes, and the list goes on. So I'm praying that this little girl gets the justice she deserves so that she can heal. And I pray she gets therapy and healing so that she can move on to her greater good as she was initially destined to achieve. And that's all I have to share in this video with you guys. Let me know what are your thoughts. While you're at it, give this video a big thumbs up, share if you care, stay safe, and see you guys later. Bye guys.